Good afternoon. This is Benjamin Jaffe with SQ Law, back again for more informative content. So one of the questions we get a lot is what shows up on a background check, and this generally relates to criminal law and criminal matters. So what shows up on a background check when, let's say you try to get an apartment or a job or something, and they do like an official background check where you pay some money to get it. That will generally come from the state police, and that would be something that would indicate prior convictions. It can indicate prior arrests, but generally it's going to indicate prior convictions. So that's something where a lot of times you're being asked by an employer or someone else that, do you have any prior felonies, and they're just checking on that sort of thing. So that's generally what people used to think about with background check. Unfortunately, nowadays it's really easily found information on people regarding what's going on with the criminal case. So let's just say in Marion County, for example, or even anywhere in Indiana, an employer, a potential renter, anyone can go online and look up your name and look into whether there's a case pending, whether there was a case pending, and they can find quite a bit of information that's basically open and available to the public. And so we often get people that are upset that we get a case dismissed or we get a good result in the case, yet it's still showing up when people look it up as a felony arrest or a felony case or just a case. And unfortunately, there's no real way to tell someone that they have to look deeper into the case. And so what shows up on a background check may be very different than what is available to people when they look into your background. So when we do get cases dismissed or we get a result that, where there's no felony and things like that, I often tell my clients, I'm happy to provide you with a letter. I can provide you with a copy of an order from the court if you need to supply that to a potential employer or, an apartment, someplace you're gonna rent, something along those lines. I'm happy to do that, but unfortunately I can't control how people are looking into backgrounds. So background checks are tricky. Official places that are looked are usually limited to convictions, but again, there's a lot of public information out there that can be accessed now pretty easily. So it's sort of complicated, but if you have an issue like that, you might want to talk to your attorney or consult an attorney about getting paperwork, or just ask for paperwork from the court as to where things are. Open pending cases, people can see those too, and unfortunately I've had clients fired or be put in a really negative situation because of an open matter that people can look at.